Hello and welcome back. I'm Mike and this is Only Good. A couple weeks ago, I remember complaining that there really wasn't any news to talk about. Well, be careful what you wish for, I guess, huh? Luckily, though, I think this might actually be a turning point because as I look forward in the future, all I see is positive catalysts for the crypto space. I know it looks really scary right now with the SEC trying to attack all kinds of cryptocurrency companies and trying to take down the market, but the SEC has just set us on a path to finding regulatory clarity, and there's really no turning back now. Also, with the SEC and Gary Gensler attacking crypto and putting downward pressure on the market, now we have U.S. lawmakers filing the SEC Stabilization Act to fire Gary Gensler. And whenever this happens, this is actually going to be a boon for cryptocurrency, and I think this is going to send us skyrocketing. Especially if whoever they replace Gary Gensler with as the head of the SEC comes in and actually just drops the lawsuit against Coinbase. That would be very bullish, and I think that would send us skyrocketing to the moon, and probably that would actually be the official kickoff of the next bull market that nobody could deny. As a matter of fact, Gary Gensler has been messing things up so badly that these guys are trying to get rid of the whole position that he holds currently. They're trying to make it to where the SEC doesn't even have a chairman, and instead they want to replace it with an executive director position. This article by Cointelegraph says that the United States Representative Warren Davidson has introduced the SEC Stabilization Act into the House of Representatives, and one of the main provisions of the bill is to fire the Securities and Exchange Commission's chair, Gary Gensler. Davidson said in a statement, U.S. capital markets must be protected from a tyrannical chairman, including the current one. That's why I'm introducing legislation to fix the ongoing abuse of power and ensure protection that is in the best interest of the market for years to come. It's time for real reform and to fire Gary Gensler as chair of the SEC. According to Fox News, the bill would remove Gary Gensler from office and redistribute power between the SEC chair and commissioners. It would also add a sixth commissioner to the agency, disallow any party from holding the majority on the commission, and create an executive director position. Representative Tom Emmer said that the SEC Stabilization Act will make common sense changes to ensure the SEC's priorities are with the investors they are charged to protect and not with the whims of the reckless chair. There's definitely been something really shady going on with the SEC, and it seemed like they even had some inside positions, and probably there was some kind of coercion or collusion with the executives over at FTX before it collapsed. And it even seems like Gary Gensler had ties with Sam Bankman-Fried himself through their MIT relations. Gary Gensler has missed a lot of fraudulent activities, and he hasn't been protecting investors at all. As a matter of fact, all of the actions that he has taken up until this point have just been pushing innovation overseas. This week we just got news that A16Z, or Andreessen Horowitz, has been opening a London office for crypto, citing their predictable environment. This is because of Gary Gensler trying to regulate by enforcement and making it really hard for institutional investors and venture capitalists to actually feel comfortable investing in the cryptocurrency space and to push innovation in this country. This is making them move overseas, and this is going to be very bad for America in the future. Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren together are trying to destroy America, and I think that this is a really important act that I hope goes through. Whenever Gary Gensler does finally get kicked out of the SEC, I think it's going to send cryptocurrency to the moon, like I said. And hopefully it's going to open the door for a bunch of investors and for institutional investors to get into the cryptocurrency space so that America can continue to be the global hub for innovation and that we don't fall behind our enemies. Here we have an article by Crypto Potato that says Russia's biggest bank is to allow crypto trading this summer. And you may have probably already heard, especially if you've been listening to my channel, that Hong Kong just actually started to allow crypto trading on June 1st, and they're going to continue to ramp up crypto trading in China and on the mainland as well, probably. And if they don't actually get it on the mainland, then Hong Kong is going to be acting as a way for Chinese investors from the mainland to be able to invest as a backdoor, basically. With China possibly getting back into cryptocurrency and Russia's biggest bank allowing crypto trading, this means that two of our biggest enemies could be pulling ahead of us in technological innovation, and this is something that we just cannot accept or allow to happen. So in my opinion, it's really important for this to go through. And if you want to help, what you can do is call your representatives and let them know that this is something that you care about. Right here we have the Bitcoin price going into the Fed meeting tomorrow. And it looks like we still are trapped within this bullish flag that I was talking about. And we actually didn't break down below it whenever we had that panic sell the other day. Even though a lot of the crypto market did make lower lows, Bitcoin held pretty strong. And it's actually holding at about $25,800 at the time of recording. Still above this upward trending support line. And as long as we hold this, I still feel pretty bullish. If we do break below this, however, we could be actually coming down here to make a pretty gnarly looking head and shoulders if this was to play out, but that's still a long way off. And hopefully today we'll actually get some really good news going into the Fed meeting, and the Fed will actually do a pause and say something positive in their meeting so that we can break out of this bullish formation, because it has a price target of about $40,000, and this would, I think, officially signal the start of the new bull run. Also, some people have been even saying that this is a cup and handle formation, if you can see right here, and that has a price target of about $47,000, if I'm not mistaken. So conservatively, I'm going to say that this is a bull flag with a price target of about $40,000, and I think today we're going to get that decision on whether this is going to play out to the upside or if we're going to break down and make a lower low here. Yesterday, we did get CPI coming in at 0.1% month over month, just 0.1% lower than expected. And I think that this is probably going to lead the Fed to do that pause that we were expecting. And CME futures are agreeing with this, saying that we have about a 95% chance of them doing a pause tomorrow. But it does still say that there's a 63% chance of them just doing a skip, basically, and then doing another 25 basis point hike in the next meeting. If they come out tomorrow and sound more dovish and this ends up changing, then we're going to start pricing in a longer pause or maybe even more cuts into the later part of this year. And if that does happen, then as I said before, that's definitely going to be a boon for the cryptocurrency industry, and I think that's going to be sending us to the upside some more. But as I said in the beginning of the video, I think that we only have positive things to look forward to, because we're probably going to be seeing Gary Gensler getting removed from the SEC soon, and hopefully a change of tune from the government as they start to decide to embrace cryptocurrency and try not to let our enemies get ahead of us. And also, we are nearing, if we haven't already reached the end of the hiking cycle for the Fed, and this means that liquidity is probably going to be re-entering the market as the debt ceiling has been raised and they're going to have to continue printing money. And I think that all of these things together are going to continue to be a positive narrative for the crypto space, and it's going to send us back to the upside. It's just a matter of how long it takes to get clarity from these regulators and the people that are running the country. In other news, you may have heard that Ben Armstrong, or BitBoy, got hacked, and some scammers took control of his Twitter and were posting some scamming links. And according to one of the videos that he put out recently, he almost lost a bunch of cryptocurrency.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben, and it is correct. I have been hacked. I've lost everything on Twitter.
As you know, if you're in the cryptocurrency space and you're keeping your cryptocurrency on a cold storage wallet, or even if you have it on a cryptocurrency exchange, you're really taking control of your own cryptocurrency. And even if you don't have your keys and it's not your crypto, you're still taking the risk. And if you want to minimize that risk, the first step that you can take is to actually obviously get a cold storage wallet and move your cryptocurrency on there so that you're not taking the risk of the whole cryptocurrency exchange that you're using's company not going under and losing all of your money. But even this leaves you susceptible to certain attacks like SIM card swaps. And a SIM card hack, basically someone can copy your SIM card and it's like they have a copy of your phone. This means that they can go and complete all of the two-factor authentication and use the Google Authenticator app or whatever you're using to basically act like they're you, and then they can access your funds or your Twitter account or whatever you want to keep private. Then they can clean you out or make you look like an idiot or even possibly get you fired for saying something crazy on your social media. But what can you do to actually protect yourself if two-factor authentication isn't enough? And so you don't end up like BitBoy. Well, you can go get yourself one of these Ubico Keys. And this isn't a sponsored segment. This is just me trying to help you guys not get hacked and end up like BitBoy. These Ubico Keys are actually a hardware key where you have to have the physical key to do the two two-factor authentication, and you can actually plug this into your computer, and that's how you verify that you're the one trying to access whatever it is that's trying to be accessed. If someone gets your SIM card or whatever and they copy your phone, then they still can't get into your accounts as long as it's backed up with a hardware key, because they won't actually have the physical hardware key unless somehow you give them your key or that you make some kind of irresponsible decision. It's just another level of security, and I think that it's probably important, especially if you're going to be your own bank. And if you want to know how you can protect yourself from having this stolen from you, you probably want to get something like a Pew Pew. But that's just another video altogether. I actually already made it, and you can probably find a link around here somewhere for it. But that's basically all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to go over to the Only Good Crypto channel merch shop and check it out. You can find it at onlygoodcrypto.com. And if you wear Only Good every day, you're going to feel Only Good every day. So don't forget to do Only Good every day and go pick yourself up some Only Good merch. We've got some limited edition designs over here, and you're going to want to pick these up so that you can prove to everybody that you survived the crypto winter whenever things start to take off again. Let me know in the comments, do you guys think that Gary Gensler is actually going to get removed from the SEC, or do you think that him and his band of lizard people are going to win? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This is Ibisu. He's named after one of the 7 lucky gods of Japan. According to legend, he will bring wealth and prosperity to anybody who evokes his name. So don't forget to write his name in the comments, or you'll bring dishonor to your whole portfolio. And check out this video right here. Say goodbye, Ibisu.